Good morning guys, and welcome back to my floss tube channel, and this is Flossmas day number 10. My name's Laura, also known as Butterfly Stitches 83, also known as Cotton and Clay UK on Instagram. Welcome, thank you for coming back. Thank you so much for everyone who put comments in yesterday saying that they hoped my tooth felt better soon. Thank you. Sorry I haven't replied to all the comments yet, I'm a bit behind. Yeah, it's about the same today, to be honest, but I've just dosed up and it's just kicking in, so it's a good time to do the video. And I've also just, for some reason, I've got an electric toothbrush, and for some reason when I clean that tooth, it like hurts and helps at the same time, and gives me like a bit of relief for a little while, so I'm good to go for a short while. Yeah, got the dentist to see late afternoon, so hopefully they'll give me some answers. But thank you anyway so much to you guys for putting that in the messages. That was really sweet. Also today we've got my daughter's nativity play. So excited to go and see her. She's a narrator, and she's got one line, and she's been practicing it for about a month. Yeah, she's really excited, so can't wait to go and see that. That'll be a nice little treat before the trip to the dentist, which is less fun. Thanks so much for joining me again. I've got a little bit of stitching to show you, tiny bit of haul to talk about, and then we'll open our advent calendars for today. Yeah, hope everyone's well, hope everyone's having fun stitching, hope your lead ups to Christmas are going good. So first of all, I did a new start yesterday. Sorry about that noise if you heard that. Yeah, I did a new start yesterday, which I shouldn't be doing because I've got a couple of projects that I want to try and finish before the year's out. But I was feeling sorry for myself, and I thought, you know what, I want to start this. Who cares? Whatever makes you feel good, right? So, so my new start is also from one of my advent calendars. So you guys will recall I was super excited to receive this one in my Puntini Advent. There's no such thing as too many buttons, with a cute snowman sewing buttons on himself. I absolutely love it. It's so quirky and fun and cute. So I was like, you know what, to cheer myself up, I'm going to start it. And this is where I'm up to. So I'm not doing it in any kind of particular order. I'm just sort of winging it, going here, there and everywhere, wherever I sort of want to. But yeah, it's super fun stitch, and I really enjoyed that yesterday. I made this needle minder. Those of you who don't know, Cotton and Clay is my small business where I make needle minders, floss organisers, scissor fobs and all kinds of stitchy things out of polymer clay. And our needle minder of the month, I can't show you one. Yes, I can. Hold on. Our needle minder of the month this month is one of these. This hasn't got a magnet on, but this is what it would be like. So it's a super cute bobble hat with the sort of knitted effect and a little white glittery bubble. And while I was making a big batch of those, I decided to use the tiny bit of excess I couldn't fit a cutter in to make a tiny heart that looks like a knitted heart. So I'm using that myself as a little needle minder, which is quite cute. I might actually start selling them because they're really quite adorable. Yeah, and in terms of my floss, so this is one of the things I wanted to talk about. So I'm for the first time, I'm using Royal Broderie. I'm assuming it's Broderie. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. I guess it's like a knockoff of DMC, which usually I would avoid because, you know, like when you go into like the Works or somewhere and they've got those like knockoff, those big bumper packets of thread, they're always a bit crap. So I always assumed it'd be like that. However, a couple of my buds were talking about it. Sarah from Cross Stitch Sarah and Charlie from Charlie Feathers, and saying actually it's pretty decent, and it is meant to be 100% cotton, and it is half the price. Well, I paid 55p a skein, and I got mine from Blushing Pink Stitches. If you want to buy more in bulk, I think you can get direct from wholesale and it's even less than that. But 55p a skein versus £1 a skein, if you've got a project where you're getting a lot of floss, like if you're doing a full coverage or something, then it's just, you know, it's so much cheaper. And I know that's in America, that's what you guys pay anyway. I think you pay about 50 cents a skein, don't you, or something like that. But over here, you're lucky if you can get it, I think, at best online. Sometimes you can get it for 90p, but you're looking at £1 at best online. If you go somewhere like Hobbycraft or somewhere, you're looking at £1.50, £2 even a skein. So it makes a big difference, you know, it's half. So I'm trying it. I needed to buy a load of floss for the I'm having a mental block. What's their name? So this is, my brain is like just not working this morning. The seahorses, whatever, I'll put it down below. She's one of my favourite designers at the moment. I've been banging on about her in the last like 7 videos and I'm just having a mental block. Anyway, and I needed loads for that, so I ordered like a great big pack. And then while I was ordering them, I thought, you know what, let's just order the flosses that I need for this snowman project. Oops. Which I did. And yeah, to be honest, I haven't really noticed any difference. I guess they're not like quite as smooth. Love Pop It. Sorry, Claire. This is what happens with this tooth. I'm not firing on all cylinders. The Love Pop It Patreon from earlier in the year, which is the seahorses, which like I can't wait to start. I'm probably not starting it till sort of springtime, but anyway, I knew you needed quite a lot of colours, so that's what I got these for. But yes, I also got the colours I needed for this Too Many Buttons pattern, and yeah, to be honest, they're probably not quite as, like, it doesn't look quite as satiny as some colours do in DMC, and maybe it's not quite as smooth, maybe a tiny bit less smooth, but to be honest, otherwise it's totally fine. It doesn't fray, it doesn't split, it hasn't been breaking on me, it's easy to thread, and the colours, as far as I can tell, are pretty much a dead match. So the way they do it is, it's the same colours as DMC, but they put like a 6 in front. So this green here would be 3817, and they put 6 3817. I guess that's how they get away with it, I suppose. Anyway, if you want to try it, then if you go to blushingpinkstitches.com, that's where I got mine from. If you want to check it out. But yeah, I'll let you know how I feel as we go on. But to be honest, so far I can't tell any difference, which is good enough for me, to be totally honest with you. So, and also for this project, I've decided to try out the Floss Away bags. Again, Sarah, Cross Stitch Sarah, has been, have I even got her channel name right? I'm just not firing, I'm just not firing on all cylinders because this is so distracting. Whatever, I'm going to put all this in the thing down below. Anyway, she was using these Floss Away bags at Stitch in London, so I've decided to give them a go. The reason I've bought them is mostly to store, this is what they look like. I got mine from Amazon, I think you can get them in various places. I got them to sort of store my master set of DMCs, but for this project I just was not in the frame of mind to either bobinate or put onto floss drops, so I've just shoved them on here. And this is a little scissor fob that I've removed the top part of, and I'm using as a floss ring that I made for some of my buddies. Yeah, so that's where we are. Hope to do a little bit more, and yeah, I mean, it's going to take longer than I thought it was because all that filling in of the snowman is actually more than I thought it was going to be, but hey ho, it's a winter project rather than a Christmas project, so I can easily take this one into January. And my other stitching from yesterday is I'm up to date on the Evertote. So one day of being behind, And now I'm up to date again. So dead chuffed. And here we are. And it wasn't until I stitched it that I realised this bottom section is kind of a reindeer face. Whether that's just a coincidence or if that's where we're going, I don't know. But I mean, I should have known because the cover picture of the whole thing is reindeers. And it's Nordic and it's winter, so reindeers make sense. And obviously our picture from yesterday was a reindeer. And Jacob's video was about reindeer. So I guess it's a reindeer. But whether it's gonna stay that way or whether it's gonna become something else, who knows. But yeah, I love it. I'm so glad I'm up to date. And I'm very excited to see what we've got coming today. By the way, you should definitely check out, I've said before, check out all of Jacob's videos during this Advent season because they're all really interesting. But yesterday's was particularly interesting because he was talking about reindeer and the history of reindeer and sort of the history of Santa as we know him. And it was very fascinating. So I do recommend checking that out. So that was my only stitching from yesterday. But you know what? I was pretty pleased with that considering I was dosed up for most of the day. So let's do Advents, shall we? Let's start with Puntini today. Day 10. Ah, this is another super sweet, super manageable pattern. This is called Cold Weather Warm Wishes. That's lovely. And that's only 4 colours. What I quite like about Puntini is that there isn't that many colours. I think that snowman one is only like 6 or 7, which I think is nice because, you know, it's just easier to kit up and cheaper. And it can be totally effective. I love the greens and reds in that. I think that looks beautiful. And again, not particularly big, so shouldn't take too long. So thank you so much, Paola. Love one for the collection. I love that. I'm completely sorted for winter and Christmas stitching next year. Then we've got Historical Sampler Company. My brain's just not working. I can't remember the name of anything. Ooh, I think we've got another kit. Oh, sweet. Okay, so we've got our third pattern from the Advent, which is another snowman. It's all snowman at the moment. Snowman snow globe. So sweet. And remember, we've already got all the floss from this because they gave us that floss pack in the little bag at the beginning of the calendar, which was so cute. And oh, this guy is really small because look at the Ada, it's tiny. Ada, yeah, I think this is 16 count. But that's cute. So we could do that fairly quick, you know. Is that a day? Could I do that today? Oh, Laura, don't get ahead of yourself. You've got to go dentist. You might not have a tooth by this evening, so maybe I need to pace myself. And it's finished on a little canvas by the looks of things. And they've given us canvas and the little easel, which I think is super sweet. So, and we've already got the bow because that came in day 3, was it, in the little tin. So I'm really enjoying this historical sampler one. I think it's really well thought out. I think the planning is really well done. We've got everything we need to finish all the projects completely, finish them. Obviously you get some, I've seen some Advents where you're only getting like, each day you might just get like a little bit of floss, or you might just get a bit of Ada one day, or just the pattern one day. But I think the fact that this is a whole day, and you've got the pattern, the Ada, and the little finishing, and we've already got the rest of the finishing gear, I think it's pretty good. So yeah, well done, Historical Sampler. And last but definitely not least, we've got day 10 of our Evertote Modern Folk Embroidery Roxy Floss collab. I'm super excited to see where this pattern is going. So let's have a look. So let's see. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. So our message from Jacob today, it's all fun and games today. So head over to the Modern Folk Embroidery YouTube channel to join in on the fun. So not sure what he's talking about today, but it should be interesting. Really beautiful pattern. Illustration rather. See, this is another one that's going to be perfect for when I'm making my floss drops, because each of these people can be a floss drop. Very exciting. And what is our pattern today? So we've just got, by the way, the banging, in case you're wondering, I don't know if you heard that or not, it's very loud in here. I live near a Ministry of Defence base, and they periodically test weapons. It sounds really dark, but it's completely not. So every once in a while during a weekday about this time, you get this banging, which you don't even hear in the main house, but when you're in this conservatory, it's really loud. So I'm sorry if you could hear it. Right, so we've got a fair bit more going on our reindeer. So is this going to be a reindeer? I think this is going to be really hard for me to tell until it's stitched, because yesterday when I looked at the pattern, I couldn't even tell it was a reindeer shape until I'd stitched it. Yeah, interesting. Looks like there's kind of flowers maybe coming off the top of the antler part. And then there's like some more detail coming off what I consider like the snout. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what that looks like when I've stitched it up. 252 crosses today, so not completely undoable. And our gorgeous floss today is another red, and it's called the Cherry Best. I do love their names. And it's a real kind of, it's been a bit washed out in this light, but it's kind of a real intense pinky red. Let's put it next to the others. I think that's when it really comes alive, when you put all these flosses together. So this is the ones we've got already. And this is our new one. Yeah, so you can tell it's like a much brighter shade. It's kind of like a brighter version of the Kiss Kiss. Lovely. I was saying to some friends the other day, I keep like thinking all the projects that I could do with these afterwards. Like I want to keep these all together in a ring, and because I think you could do a lot of, they work together so well that you could do plenty of other projects with them. Yeah, so that's where we are. I'm excited. And I think I'm done. So I'll see you tomorrow. I'll let you know how my daughter got on, and I'll let you know how my teeth got on. If I've had a tooth extraction by any chance tonight, then I might not see you tomorrow. But keep an eye on my Instagram if you care about my teeth. I mean, I don't know why I think anyone would care as much as me. But maybe not. I'm hoping they might just give me some antibiotics and send me on my way or something. But yeah, it's all good. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 11. Take care. Lots of love. Happy stitching. Bye.